28 of 38, 309 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, lost. 28 of 50, 356 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, lost. 34 of 56, 428 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, loss. 29 of 38, 324 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, loss. I just read off Joe Burrow's best games and losses from this past season. So how did we get here? Injuries. A lot of players got hurt. A lot of our secondary ended up getting hurt. Dax Hill tore his ACL. DJ Turner broke his collarbone. Both of them while they were having arguably their best games of the season. Also in the past few off seasons, we let a few key players go in Jessie Bates, DJ Reader. If we had those two this off season, maybe we would win 2-3 more games. Regardless, we're in the playoffs. There have been a few picks that have or haven't worked. I did put Max Murphy on this list. He is still technically pending, putting up the same production in his rookie season while missing 4 games. You can say Trent Brown technically didn't work because he ended up getting hurt, but thankfully we had Amarius Mims as his replacement. Geno Stone was really close to being a terrible signing, but through the past about 6 to 7 games, he did end up playing decent to very well. He had a few interceptions, had one really long pick 6, and then Zach Moss didn't really work out. He had a few okay games. I don't think he got over 60 rushing yards. He did end up getting hurt. The players who did play almost every game this season, Alex Cappa and Cordell Volson, who were the 2 worst, not in the division, not in the conference, but the 2 worst guards in the league. So some things that need to get done in this offseason, which we did hire a DC, replace some of the staff, get some type of contract with T, which we just franchise tagged him, hopefully working towards a long-term agreement. Alex Cappa, released. Sheldon Rankins, released. I had so much hope for Sheldon Rankins because last season when we played the Texans, he had 3 sacks. And we finally signed a player that played well against us. He ended up getting sick, and it was very bad. I'm not going to talk about the rumors, but there were some serious questions. Sam Hubbard retired, I think, Wednesday. Mike Hill's not returning. BJ Hill is a looming free agent. Von Bell probably shouldn't be brought back. All of that opens up around $61 million in cap space, with potentially trading or cutting Jermaine Pratt, and hopefully not, but there's a chance that we are trading Trey Hendrickson.
A deadline.
Whoa. That's a great question. I think 3 years ago, I began to ask for a long-term contract with guaranteed money. So those deadlines have kind of just all been a blur. I've just been hunting quarterbacks. So at this point, it is what it is. I don't know if I can put a timestamp on it, and that's where to read what I read yesterday was confusing. Like it's my decision. I would have been willing to sign 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and this year. It was communicated with me that we would get something done this year.
If he's going to be first or second in the league, maybe get $30 million over the next 2 or 3 years, it's not going to be from us. It's going to be from somebody else. One of the offensive free agents that we didn't end up retaining, Mike Gesicki, came out yesterday, signed a new contract, $3 million, $25.5 million. $12 million the first year, around $8 million the remaining 2. Probably a few other incentives there. I don't really know the full details of the contract. Don't know if they're out yet, but he's still on the team. The reason we let go of Jessie Bates is so we can sign our top offensive talent. And as of Sunday, March 9th, 2025, we have only signed technically 2 of them, Joe Burrow and Mike Gesicki. The second person is supposed to be T. Higgins. Third person is supposed to be Jamar. Could have signed Jamar last season for around $30 million. The number went up. T. Higgins is probably going to get maybe $5 to $10 million less than whatever Jamar gets. If he goes to another team, that depends if he wants to stay with the team, how much guaranteed money he wants. But there were a few bright spots from this past season. McKinley Jackson flashed a little bit towards the end of the season. I already mentioned Amarius Mims. He's our right tackle for the future. Trent Brown, thank you that you were here. Thank you for coming. Hopefully you get it back somewhere else. Chase Brown, unfortunately he wasn't able to get to 1,000 yards, but he did prove that he is RB1 for the foreseeable future. Chris Jennings came in with a hand injury, started to get more and more reps as the season went on, but he did look good. Andre Yoshivas, or Yoshi, needs to be more consistent in the intermediate game. We're going to need him to catch passes over the middle of the field. There is one more person that I wanted on this list, but it is very difficult because he has torn the ACL, and I think 3 consecutive seasons. I do know his last 2 seasons, his rookie season in the NFL and his last season in Iowa, and maybe the season before that when he was with the team up north. I do hope that he can have a healthy stretch because he can be a Swiss Army knife. Is there any hope? I don't know. If we're going to trade Trey Hendrickson, we better at least get a high second or a late first rounder. I don't know how likely that first rounder is, but that's what I'm hoping. If we're not going to pay him, the longer we wait, the less we're probably going to be able to do in free agency. That could be somewhat concerning for our ability to fill some of the holes on our team. Hopefully we get some good news sometime soon, and hopefully it's not depressing. Until then, or until it's time to be depressed again, I will see you on the next one.